Wedding bells are ringing, wedding bells are ringing. Yes, so this is the best news I have heard this year, man. I'm telling you, this is the best news I have heard this year. All the online in laws of Queen Naomi, please gather here, gather here, gather here. Let me give you this very, very awesome good news. Guess what? On the 28th of June, 2024, the Ooni is, you want to hear it? Ooni of Ife is going to be getting married to the love of his life again. Oh, Lori Queen Naomi. Oh my God, this calls for celebration. Please get me a glass of champagne. I want to pop champagne. Pop, 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 pop something. I want to pop champagne for Olori Naomi and Ooni of Ife. This actually came when the Ooni of Ife made it official during the marriage of Davido and Chioma. That guess what? He is gonna be marrying Queen Naomi again. Oh my God. I've actually not been so emotional until recently when I heard this very good news that the Ooni himself made and said that he actually wants to tie the nuptial knot again with the love of his life. I think even if even if you're not from this world, at least you should be able to celebrate them. Yeah, you should actually be able to celebrate this one for actually having the impetus to actually come together again in holy matrimony. See, it is high time we only stop celebrating things that are evil and start celebrating things that are naturally not good. But you know what? The Bible said, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord. Only of Ife has actually obtained favor from the Lord. That is because finally, right now, he has accepted to do the needful. Do you know that this is what all of us, the online in-laws, have been asking and praying God for a very long time now? That when is this going to happen? When is the Oni going to do what he needs to do? Oni has now proved all his detractors wrong by making sure that he puts together this wonderful, wonderful wedding ceremony. To be very frank with you guys, I don't actually really know how to feel. Ooni has actually shown that he's a man of his words. Ooni has actually shown us that he can do and undo. He has actually made us to understand that CEO, people should not take me for granted that I know what I'm doing. You know, at a point in time, everybody didn't know or understand what the Ooni was doing. That how can he only just be like this, and all he does is just to be replacing women, adding more women to his life. But right about now, he has made everybody to understand that he wants to tie the nuptial knot. So he is tying the nuptial knot. That Queen Naomi is his Alpha and the Omega. That Queen Naomi is the only person that has absolute total control over. That if anything, if anything happens to Queen Naomi, he is not definitely going to like it, and he's going to do everything in his powers to make sure that Naomi continues to stay in the palace. And right about now, it has come to our conclusion that the Oni is ready to take this relationship and marriage to another level. The Oni actually wants to express his true thoughts for Queen Naomi. He wants to express his true thoughts. These are the thoughts that all people have been eagerly watching, looking, begging to make sure that they put a brand of confusion and a brand of disrespect in the palace. But right about now, Oni has actually looked beyond all of us. Oni has actually told himself that, see, if this thing must work, Naomi needs to be center of it all. And that is why he now quietly and gingerly went back to Queen Naomi to make sure that Naomi keeps a very promising future for him and his entire household. Now, don't forget that Tade is someone that the Oni has so much love and respect for. Tade is someone that the Oni is that is after Oni's heart. You know, it is said that anything that does not have a plan for replacement, that thing will never last. And the person Ooni is keeping in the nearest future to take over the throne is none other than Prince Tade. And right about now, with the Ooni making this announcement, the whole hall will actually agog. And oh my God, so it's actually happening. This man is responsible. This man is genuine. This man, because there are a lot of people who are actually not genuine. But let me tell you the truth, this is a very emotional moment for all of us in the camp of Queen Naomi. Naomi has been so patient. I think the best thing to happen to anybody, the virtue everybody in life right now needs to have is the virtue that Queen Naomi had. Naomi had a very serious virtue, a virtue that did not fail her. Even when everybody was saying, Naomi, what are you even still doing with this man? I beg, free this man, Joe. I believe man, Joe. Naomi actually still came back because Naomi actually understands and knows that her destiny is tied to this man's own, and this man's destiny is also tied to his own very destiny. So these are the things that when you look at, you don't know that of a truth, this love is meant to live together. We have done, people have spoken. Mariam has fought. Elizabeth has fought. So many people have said so many things that will cause a serious differentiation in this marital connectivity. But guess what? The more they've tried, the more they've failed. The more they've tried, the more they cannot even understand and comprehend what exactly is happening in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Ooni, my respect for you has just increased. Yes, my respect for you has increased. My respect for Queen Naomi too has also increased. Naomi is an epitome of patience. If you see most of the women who have succeeded in marriage, there are people who actually made up their minds that they want to be very patient. Just imagine, in all everything that has happened, Ooni still thought it wise to bring back Naomi. And this has been the wish and prayer that all of us have been praying for a very long time now. Oh God, please reconnect these people. Do you know that some people go as far as even calling for tarry night? They pay pastors, they pay Ifa priests, they pay native doctors, they pay necromancers, they pay different people just to see and make sure that the Ooni comes back together with Queen Naomi. And right about now, the Ooni has actually given everybody the genuine mind to know that he is a man of his words. Ooni of Ife, we salama for you. We appreciate you. We want to thank you immensely for taking good care of our daughter. Not minding the fact that a lot of calamities had befallen all of you. You're still very outstanding. That's actually what will make some of us to love and respect you to the very end. Because guess what? You did not put our queen to shame. There's nothing as bad as leading someone to a very far place, and when you now get to that place, you now do what? You now abandon the person. Ooni of Ife did not and will never abandon Queen Naomi. No matter how other waves have been fighting, trying to make sure that she does not move to this marriage to the next level. Guess what? Everything is now under control as Naomi's wish of going back to the Ooni's house as a legitimately married wife is about to be fulfilled on the 28th of July 2024. And guess what? It's going to be a strictly on invitation wedding. What happened in Davido's wedding is child's play to what can be compared to what is going to be happening this Saturday. So on behalf of DNZ TV, we're going to be saying congratulations to Ooni of Ife and his lovely wife who will be coming back to the palace. And guess what? The palace is going to be very interesting and sweet once again. People all are, there's going to be so much fruitfulness in the palace right now. That is because the man of God has actually spoken. So many men of God have actually spoken concerning this marriage, and one of them happens to be our very